Howdy folks, welcome back to Derail Valley. It's a nice lovely rainy day here down at the harbor. And we're in the mighty blue beast, the DM3. This thing is fun, but boy is it a handful. Been picking up cars. We're headed over to get the last cut of cars. Taking 3 jobs over to the steel mill from the harbor. Now with it raining it might be a little tricky, but I think we're going to be okay. But yeah, if you're not familiar with the DM3, it's a diesel mechanical, hence the DM, and it has a twin-stick gearbox, so it's kind of like driving a tractor or an old Mack twin-stick truck or something. It's interesting. It has a lot of power, but the shifting is real tricky. And I need to figure out where my wipers are. There we are, wipers. There we go. So we need to pull up here past the Y, then we're going to back over here into the C yard and get the last cut of cars. We're picking up, I think it's at 78. I believe we're picking this up. Then we'll go turn in our jobs and get going on it. So I'm in 3-2. Downshift to 3-1. I'm going to start slowing down here. Rain brake on. Gotta kind of watch the revs. There we go, and then bring her out of gear. Okay, we successfully stopped. Now I need to switch that switch back there. It's a little foggy. Can't quite see. My goodness. So since this thing is a handful, let's bebop over here to the track and make sure we're lined up. Get to the train. Looks like we are. Looks like it's probably these flat cars right here. LH78. There we go. That's the last cut. So we are good to go to get hooked into those. Wow, we are socked in here. That's what we call it when it's really foggy. That closed up. Alright. Rain bake's released. Let's get in reverse. Oh, this thing really likes to wheel slip. It has a ton of torque. And the rails are wet right now. So our main load here is 4 cars full of scrap. I think that's 232 tons. Yeah, and then the rest is empties. We've got 88 tons and 11 tons. All headed over to the steel mill. I cannot see. Diddly squat. Let's go ahead and get wipers all the way going here. Yeah, boy, that is something else. That is foggy. There's a yard over there somewhere. So yeah, back over to the steel mill. It gives us 42 minutes, so the time is not super generous like it usually is. I cannot tell where. Let's get shifted down to 1. We can actually probably come out of gear. Let's just go back here. So foggy, I can't even tell where I'm at. I think that's the other leg of the Y. Yeah, we got a ways to go yet. So let's give her a little juice. The shift pattern's really weird. I'll try to remember to pin a comment or put it in the description. People have worked out what the shift pattern is, but it's like 1-1-1-2, 2-1, 2-2, 3-1, 3-2, 2-3, 3-3. Yeah, it's funky. Oh. It's like, why are we not moving? That's why. Dummy took it out of gear. I can just make out my last car there. So we kind of want to ease on back. So that's that switch. There should be another switch we'll see, and then we'll start going to the left. Yeah, that car hasn't started turning yet, so we're not going to the other track just yet. Scrap looks pretty good. I have to dart around the cockpit a lot. The cab. It's not a cockpit on the train. Alright, let's... Usually once you get down below 400, you can shift out of gear. See how we're doing down here. Yeah, we're getting there. Never seen it this foggy in game. Pretty crazy. Alright, is this going to do it? See if we can just drift back into the car here. So it's going to be some slippery rails. We may have to use some sand. And I fully expect to blow up the transmission at some point. Because it is quite the handful, especially when you're downshifting. You got to remember the kind of oddball shift pattern. Come on, click the right thing. Oh, come on. Oh, I was clicked on it. Come on. You piece of junk. You want to scroll the wrong direction on that brake. Okay, now can we get hooked up, please? You go there, and then I click on that. Okay, it worked that time. It must have changed right as I clicked on it. All right, let the brakes charge up. We can head for the steel mill. Don't have anything flashing, so we're good there. Let's do a release. Looking good. Can't see a darn thing, but we should be lined up to get out of the harbor. See if we get wheel slip if we don't just ease into it. And you just close the throttle. Grind a little gears. I don't think I got it closed all the way. Use the scroll wheel this time. Oh, I did that wrong. That's what I'm going to do and blow up the gearbox. You make sure your ratio is always going up when you're moving these. Or going down, depending on which direction you're going. You can kind of see on the tack, you get into that range, then you can shift. So close the throttle, bump it up to 2.2. There we know to go to 3, 1. Three, 2. Okay. Before we get too far out of here, we need to go turn our jobs in. So that's kind of how that works. Watch the revs, we can start downshifting. Now we need to go back to 2 because we're going down to 2.2. Slow enough now, we can just come on down to 1.1. I'm out of gear. Alright, let's go turn our jobs in. We get oriented here. Nope, not oriented. It's foggy, so I'm getting lost. Where's the... Oh, we're clear over here. Okay, right. You go. Let me out! Stuck in the roundhouse. I spawned a new one in. That's where I got this thing. I need to go this direction. Wait, what? What did I do wrong? It's a freight haul. Oh, I've got fees. 21,208. Ooh, did I damage it that much? I did when it derailed. I thought it only had like 0.1% damage when I looked at it. Oh boy. If you watched the live stream, you saw the derailment. I finally derailed after 26 hours in Derail Valley. Oh, we're gonna want to service that manually. Well, shoot. Well, we're gonna have to back the train up a little bit. All right, let me get this loco serviced, and then we'll grab the jobs and we'll head on out. All right, the weather has cleared right up. It's a beautiful day, and I'm glad it did because I forgot there were tank cars on the back of these flat cars. So I was pulling way too many cars out. We got this thing all serviced. We're ready to head out, so let's hop to it. And we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try to get positioned here where I can shift good. I do need to release the train brake. It is released. Excellent. I think we're ready to head out. I think it's the weakest horn ever. Slam that up. Go to 1, 2. This would be a lot easier with physical levers. Trying. Alright, then back down to 2, 1. Alright, up into 2, 2. Yeah, our oil temperature is going to start climbing. And when you go to 3, 1. So we want to... Sure, that's all the way forward. Go to 3 and then 1. From 3, 2, we need to go to 2, 3, which is a little challenging. We may just want to stay in this gear because we got a big climb coming up. We're already at 30, which we don't want to get too much over 30 coming through these turns here. Okay, here we go. At least the rain cleared up so we don't have slippy rails anymore. We'll be hitting this curve, or the curve and the grade. You can see my terrain. Temperature's coming way up. Let's get into 3, 1. From 3, 1, we gotta go to 2, 2, so that's a little tricky. Trying to get into the high temps. Go to 2, 2, so we need to come up to 2 and then down to 2. Lost a little too much speed there. I'm too slow. A little warm. Still snaking up the mountain though. Here's that turn. We should be going... Yeah, going to the right. You have to downshift. Getting hot. He's got the power, it just doesn't have the cooling capacity, it looks like. Yeah, we're gonna have to drop another gear. Oh crap. Too many. Oh, we're getting some wheel slip. Okay, we're set to the right, so that's good. It's doing it. We're just not going very fast. Thing sounds pathetic. Really got to get used to the shift pattern. That's key. warm again. Okay, so we're going to go to 3, 1. Got a 1.5 grade here. What the top speed on this thing is, it must not be very high. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do 3.2. Just barely doing 20 right now. With some heat problems. So we're going to have to ease up. Lights are fun. There we go. Wasted most of the day on repairing the loco and switching cars around. So I don't have the stopwatch on me. I'm starting to wonder if we're actually going to make it in time. We've only got 42 minutes. We're going to have to go back to 2, too, I think. Getting too hot. Alright, so up to 2, and then down to 2. Almost blew up the transmission. Silly scroll wheel. You lose so much momentum doing these levers. Here, what's that say? Okay, the grade is lessening, so that's good. Here to the left at the next junctions, which is in a little ways. Three, 1. Up this river valley. Always pretty, but we lost our daylight. Okay, can we get away with 3-2? Let's find out. 3-2. Back off a notch, try to keep the temperature under control. Looking good. Kind of just use the freezed view here. Or the frozen. Freezed. What a hillbilly. We're going to try to go to 2, 3. So that forward, up to 3, down to 2. Back into the throttle. And I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Temperature's climbing again. We're gonna have to stay in 3-2 probably. It's just kind of holding her own. I think past that tunnel maybe. Yeah, we're getting fairly close. And I think we should be lined up to go left. Just have to make sure. Okay, in 2-3. So this is basically 7th gear if you're thinking sequentially. We've got one more gear. Back off a bit though, our temperature's getting too high. Speed limit 60, no problem. This might be designed more for heavy shunting, I'm not sure. Thought we'd take it over the road for fun. It's definitely got a lot of torque. So it'd be good for shoving heavy trains around in the yard. Woody Junction coming up. Should be lined up. Yep, lined up to the left. Good deal. Still got a 1.1% grade. It's quite the climb out of the harbor. Yeah, we're getting a little hot again. Come back to 3-2. We got lots of running. Make sure we're bearing right into the steel mill. Other than that, it's pretty clear sailing. A nice screenshot. Okay, we're gonna go for 2-3. Need 3 and then 2. Wow, actually getting a little bit of speed up. Crazy! This is a fairly gentle stretch, so I think we can actually go to 3-3. There we are, we're in road gear. In this big old tractor. Stay one notch down to keep the heat under control. Yeah, look at that. We're up to like almost 45. This thing's a handful. I think it's good training for a steam if we want to eventually get into some steam, which I do at some point. There's just a lot going on, so you really got to pay attention. I think we're in like a 70 zone. I forget. Wasn't worried about it because we weren't going very fast. Pretty gentle along through here. Let's try to get up to near track speed. Or whatever this thing will do. 60 might be about our limit. I don't think there's any danger going too fast. Definitely want that on. Yeah, we're in an 80, so we're good. Just let her sing. It does sound really, really good. I don't know if I mentioned that yet in the video. I really like the sound of this locomotive. It very much reminds me of a tractor. Yeah, we're on the nice easy stretch here for a while. Yeah, temperature's falling because we're pretty much up to speed. Make us lose too much. See if we can just kind of coast along. Not burn up a whole bunch of fuel. Doing pretty well though. So we had 232 and 88, which would be what? 230 plus 90 is going to be 330. 340 tons, something like that. Let that oil get nice and cool. About 64 kilometers an hour. Not too shabby. Bit of rain going, so go ahead and click on one click of wipers. We're actually in the 60. Try out the engine brake. Wipers are squeaking. Don't really need them too much yet. We got a little bit of an overhang here. Not raining too much. Still in a 60. All this stuff going on. I'll try to use the frozen view here. Keep from getting y'all seasick. Well, since I came this direction. Got a downgrade. Have to watch our speed now. Does that heat up anything? there was a downside to using the engine brake. Okay, we're heading into a 60. Let's go ahead and get some air on. Yeah, we're almost to the steel mill. All right, 200 meters. Make sure we're going to the right there. Into the steel mill. There we go. That engine brake on, keep the revs under control. Let's see, these are on the back, so they're going into B7. And I forget where. Steel mill. Where is B? B is like the main yard. Okay. So we probably need to go through and back in, maybe? Where's B7? Oh, I went the wrong direction. This is bad. This is bad. This is very bad. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a close one. I totally went into the wrong track. Okay. Yeah. Let's do a little backing up action. Oh, brother. Yeah, it looks like it goes left to right. It's numbered a different direction. We're coming in from the southwest. Yeah, it's going to be to the left. Didn't know where I was going. What a dummy. What did I do? Oh, engine brake's still on. Alright, well, no harm done. Just damaged my pride a little bit. So we'll back on up out of here. And we'll head on over to B7. See if B7 is empty. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, looks like 7 is empty. Or is it? No, actually it's not. So we need to go on the straight through track. You go straight on through the yard and then we'll back them in. Probably gonna be late on these. Not sure we're getting the time bonus. You can skip gears as long as you don't mess up the shift. Depending on load and grade, of course. This should be straight on through. That controls high or low. That controls whether it's headlight or red, basically. All right. I haven't figured out the rear light yet. Maybe that's red. I'm not sure. I have to look into those. So that's the rear. No. To figure out the wipers at some point. It is dark. Now let's just leave that out. We'll take that with us when we hop out. It is dark out there. All right, let's get some full wipers. Still haven't ran out of track, so that's good. I cannot see a darn thing. Cab lights. Still can't see a darn thing. Oh crap. Now I can't even see the throw the switch. I'm figuring out these brakes. Oh, brother, it is a dark one out here. I think we're out of the yard. Yeah, we're out of the yard. Alrighty, so we need to go to B7. So let's come up here to B7. Oops. B7. There is definitely cars in B7. I wish you could, like, interact with your other hand or something. It takes both hands to hold the lantern up. You are set good. Just need to throw this guy. Oop. That was well clear of the yard. Hey, squeaky wipers. Maybe one click a wiper. We should start moving. Brakes are coming off. There we go. Hopefully we can see something once we get into the yard lights. What if we do the old external cam? I can't see much. We'll just keep backing at 10 kilometers an hour and we'll see what happens. It's turned into a long video. I thought, we'll just take a quick jaunt over to the steel mill. That's how that turned out. There's no remote with this engine. Alright, easy does it. And I know this is going to be super... Oops. Where am I? Inside the car. Okay. It's going to be super dark on YouTube. Makes everything darker. Very immersive, though. Nice stormy night. Got some haze in the air. Smell the burning clutches. Didn't do too bad. I ground the gears a few times. Main thing is we're not going to get the time bonus. It's going to be too late. I can just make out the rear of the train is going to be turning down the track here in a little bit. This is where you definitely need a brakeman. I'm sure the remote doesn't work with this. It doesn't have all the right controls. We're headed down that track, so slowing down a bit. Can't open these windows. Stick your head out the window. You can sort of see the car down there. We're getting pretty close. Pop it out of gear and run on back here. Yeah, getting pretty close. It's like it's just a single car here. Let's go ahead and let's put that on just a little bit. Try to get hooked on. Right as this car gets back here, although I see its coupler is hanging. Go. Got it. All right. Hooked in. Need to shove on back here. Why is this saying we have handbrakes on? Did I take the... Oh, I left it on a little bit, didn't I? Fair enough. Where's the sign for 7? There. Okay, we're in the clear. We're good. All the way back here. That handbrake off. You on, and let's see, turn you off. unhook you and... Oh, wait. We got... This is a separate car. Single car, it goes somewhere all by itself. We're dropping off 78. So we need this car. There we go. Ah, we're good. Alright, you go to D, and then the scrap cars are going to E. Hey, what now? What did I do? Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. Hey! Hey, you're done. Put you on validate. A4 and A6. Alright, and then A is here. 4 and 6. So coming in from the northeast, we need to go up and then over, basically over here. Yeah, here we are. We need to come all the way back and through that junction. Uh-oh. Okay, let's get out of here. These cars delivered. Oh, squeaky wipers. Give her the beans. So that track there is what we need to go down. We gotta go down past that track right there. Switch. And let's see, we got our little single car is going into 4, so we need to back into 4 first. We'll get there. Man, this is going to be like an hour and a half long video. Well, if you're still watching now, you like long videos, so it's all good. That switch right there, when you get everything past that. These brakes, like... Oh, they're not self-lapping. I gotcha. That's why they're weird. So that's like the first notch is like the neutral position. I got it. Set it and then it holds that. Think we're past the switch? Yeah, we're past the switch. Lantern out so I can see what the heck's going on. You are going to the left. And then where was 4? This is 4, so they need to go into this track. So you need switched. There. You are good. And this guy just needs through that. Alright. Back on up. Yeah, so these aren't self-lapping. You have to maintain the level. That's why I was getting confused. Okay, in theory, we're backing into A4. Good theory. Go straight to 2-2. I would set my lantern down here and leave it, but I'm afraid it'll disappear. I've had them disappear on me before if you walk away from them. I don't know what the distance is. Maybe somebody knows. So this would look really cool if it was daytime. This is a big old steel mill. Got different tracks here. Headed into the rightmost one down there. And then the scrap metal is going to go in this track, I think, because that's 7. So this is probably 6. One of those down there is 6. Yep, they're going to that track. Alright, we should probably get back in the cab. Not come screaming in here too fast. We're getting pretty close. Ah, darn it, I did it again. There we go. I can see it because we're on the curve. It's not a very long track either. Keep that in mind. Let me click, please. Thank you. I need to hook these up, but I'll hook them up anyway. Alright, now we just need to shove these in A6 and we're done. You, and you are all good. Oh, I did that wrong. I did that wrong. Yeah, so we're headed back in that one. So that switch actually needs thrown. You come back past that switch and go down that track. It'll be all good. But yeah, that's like the neutral hold you can apply. And it just holds at that level. I had not noticed yet. That was not self-lapping brakes. Okay. Nope, that's not the right switch. What did I do? Went too far. I'm supposed to come to this switch. Then we'll get out. Okay, then we'll go into A6. I came down too far. It's dark. What can I say? Then you put it in the release position and it releases the brakes. Got it. We're learning. Alright, about 10 should do it. We don't get too crazy with the speed. Heading back into that track over there, A6. I need to charge my flashlight. Lantern's all charged up. That again, that's a very short track, so you don't want to shove back in here at any kind of great speed. Yeah, we just have to uncouple these. We don't have to unload or anything. Excellent. Does the lighter go off a light? A little bit. Radio's actually got a built-in light, but it's just enough to like see your car key in the keyhole. That's about it. Alright, let's get back in the cab here before things get ugly. So we're in 1-2. We can come down to 1-1. I know I'm spinning around a lot, but you gotta keep on your toes here. Yeah, we're good. think we're DUN done. Fuel handbrake on. And there's the green flashy light. I was just going to ask, where's the green flashy light? Okay, let's see if we got these done right. Oh, yeah. Hey, order. Nailed it. Woo! Yeah, we were over by like 10 minutes. So that'll come with experience. Not bad though. We made a decent little chunk of change. Total is up to 177. Nearly $178,000. That'll do. Let's get some morning time here. Little rest after that long video. Wow. You're still here. You're a champ. Thanks for watching, folks. That was the DM3. We made it. It's not a fast locomotive, but it is very powerful. So check it out. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's kind of fun too. Where am I? Oh, here we are. Here's the big old steel mill. That's it for this one, folks. Take care. Catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.